Capital News tonight. President Dr. John Magufuli hails the late retired President Benjamin Mkapa as the father of democracy. National leaders pay last respects to the body of the late retired President Benjamin Mkapa. And in sports, President Dr. John Magufuli renames the National Stadium to Mkapa Stadium. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. The President of United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. John Magufuli, has said that the third phase president, the late Benjamin Mkapa, was a father of democracy who stood strong and took the initiative to support the develop new leaders. Now, President Magufuli made the statement when addressing the nation at the late President Benjamin Mkapa's national funeral service held at the Uhuru Stadium in Dar es Salaam shortly before paying his last respect. The service was attended by various national and foreign dignitaries and leaders.
Bila Mzee Mkapa, huenda mimi nisingekuwa hapa nilipo.
Without Mzee Mkapa, probably I would not be where I am today. Mzee Mkapa is my hero and someone very important in my life history. Even when I had problems or was faced with challenges, Mzee Mkapa did not abandon me. He did not want to see me fall. He brought me up like a son. To be honest, at any given time, he showed me so much love. Therefore, his passing is a big blow to me because I have lost someone very important to me in my life. To be honest, whenever I saw Mzee Mkapa together with the two fellow retired presidents, Mzee Mwinyi and Mzee Kikwete, they were like twins. Today, Mzee Mkapa is not here. It is sad that there is only two of them now.
Hata nilipopatwa na shida ama kupambana na changamoto mbalimbali, Mzee Mkapa hakuniacha. Hakuniacha kamwe, hakutaka nianguke. Alinilea kama mtoto wake.
Prime Minister Kassim Majaliwa, who is the national chairman of retired President Benjamin Mkapa's Funeral Preparations Committee, has thanked all those who attended the service to bid farewell to the late President Mkapa, extending condolences on behalf of the President and citizens of Burundi. The Prime Minister of Burundi, General Alain Bunyoni, has said that their country has been greatly affected by this loss.
I've also witnessed how many of you have been touched by the passing of our leader. I commend all Tanzanians for days that were allocated for you to bid him farewell. You came in large numbers. People of all ages managed to pay their last respects. There are those who managed to come and those who did not. But I'm confident that all of you took part in one way or another. I would also like to commend security organs on how you've shouldered this responsibility, media houses on how you've managed to inform Tanzanians on these events. But we've also seen various nations touched by this event, and some are here with us today.
Warundi wakiungana na rais wao.
The people of Burundi, together with their president, would like to convey their condolences. Honorable President, my president has sent me to convey his condolence to you and to comfort you.
Alijiunga na shule ya Mtakatifu Francisco Pugu mwaka 1955.
He joined St. Francis School in Pugu in 1955 and completed in 1956, ready to join Form 5 and 6. He joined Makerere in Uganda for his Bachelor of Arts degree from 1959 to 1962 when he graduated. In 1963, he received his Masters of Arts in International Diplomacy from Columbia University in America. Benjamin William Mkapa started work as an administrative officer in the government in Dodoma District, Dodoma Region, 1962. After 3 months in August 1962, he joined Masters of Arts in Diplomacy in Columbia University in America. When he came back in 1963, he worked in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Alifanya kazi Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje katika dawati la Afrika akiwa na cheo cha afisa wa mambo ya nje.
Some leaders who participated in paying last respect to the body of the third phase President Benjamin Mkapa have said that current leaders need to have good leadership, diligence, hard work ethics, as well as overseeing by actions the nation's development policies for the benefit of the country in order to honor the late president.
Tanzania kujitegemea. Jitihada zake hizi.
His efforts led to Tanzania reviving its economy, and we started paying off debts, of which later Tanzania was pardoned. We were trusted and became credit-worthy. During his 10-year tenure, the economy of Tanzania grew from 3.6% to 6.7%. In addition, he privatized public institutions, which were ran at a loss and became a national burden.
Mashirika ya umma ambayo yalikuwa yakiendeshwa kwa hasara na kuletea mzigo mkubwa kwa taifa.
We do apologize for the mixture of the footage there. That was the story of the President of Zanzibar and Chairman of the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Ali Mohammed Shein, has given an official condolences speech from Zanzibar on the death of President Benjamin William Mkapa. Now, moving on, some leaders who participated in paying last respects to the body of the third phase President Benjamin Mkapa have said that the current leaders need to have good leadership, diligence, hard work ethics, as well as overseeing actions, the nation's development policies for the benefit of the country in order to honor the late president.
Kwa mfano kazi na sala.
He used to emphasize much on work and prayers. These two things were very dear to his heart, and he was also a very good reader. He read a lot of books, something that I am calling on youth to engage in reading activities, because through literature one can get to discover a lot of things in this world without forgetting hard work and diligence at work.
Lakini mimi nitamkumbuka kama rais ambaye aliweka misingi mizuri sana.
I will remember him as a president who set good foundation for our country's economy and a confident leader that made our country successful to date.
Mkapa atakumbukwa na wanasiasa kwamba yeye ndio muasisi wa baraza la.
He will be remembered by politicians for being the founder of multi-party council in the country. He also gave a platform for politicians to have dialogues with different government institutions. With his departure, we are anxious to know who will be listening to politicians. Indeed, we have lost an honest man who was listening to our grievances and present them to wherever they were meant to be worked on.
Tuna pigo kubwa sana kwa sababu huyu ndiye alikuwa ni nguzo ya kuambiwa na yeye akafikisha ujumbe kwa uwazi na ukweli.
The body of the late third phase president of Tanzania, Benjamin Mkapa, has arrived at his home in Lupaso village, Masasa district, Mtwara region, with preparations for his burial that will be held tomorrow completed.
He united us. In truth, all our organs are working together, and on behalf of all officers and servicemen and women in all security enforcement organs, we are in deep sorrow. He bestowed on us a lot of respect and ability to perform our duties fully in law enforcement and security. I worked with him in district commissioner capacity for 2 years. He promoted me and transferred me to Tanga as the regional commissioner, whereby I worked for 5 years, after which he transferred me to Rukwa, Sumbawanga, where I worked for 3 years.
A lorry with registration numbers T730ALA carrying 49 people from Shasia in Halungu district to Nambinzo in Mbozi district, Songo region, has overturned, causing the death of 1 person, injuring 48, 13 of whom in critical condition.
The brakes failed, probably due to overspeeding. Hence, the need to take precaution at all times. When I got at the accident scene, I found that all of the passengers had been hurt and 1 was already dead. 48 people have been injured, 13 with serious injuries, and 1 has died. 1 is in ICU.
Mtu mmoja amepoteza maisha, lakini pia kuna mtu mmoja ambao bado hali yake ni mbaya zaidi.
After the exercise of returned Tanzanians, including students who were stranded in China due to the coronavirus pandemic, Air Tanzania Company Limited, ATCL, has said it is ready to begin flights to transport minerals, including gold and tanzanite, out of the country.
We are ready to import minerals to China once the COVID-19 situation stabilizes. Air Tanzania will commence flights to China and India. We are ready to do business with you. As consumers, we've seen big improvements. The current ATCL board is customer focused and on meeting customer needs.
A small-scale miner, Joseph Julius Robert, has died after rubble collapsed on him, with 2 others escaping death after coming out safely and running away from the scene. The incident occurred when they were mining at Mwambani, Kilimanzinga in Kilindi District, Tanga region.
Joseph Julius Robert, miaka 35.
Joseph Julius Robert, aged 35, a small miner, died after a heap of sand fell on him. He was with 2 other miners who managed to save themselves. We managed to get a stop order to stop him, but he kept working in hiding. This caused confusion and we wanted to know what the law says about this.
And the general meeting for the Ada Tadea party has officially announced John Shibuda as the party's presidential candidate for Tanzania and Hassan Kijogo his running mate, while for Zanzibar the party announced Juma Ali Khatib as the presidential candidate.
Mashirikiano ya kisiasa si ya uundaji wa siasa legevu.
Political cooperation are not one based on weak politics from contenders, even if they are friends. Like Yanga and Simba, when they are competing, they do so fiercely. So likewise, you can have political cooperation. So when it comes to competing for the presidential seat and parliamentary seat, as well as that of councillors, we all compete.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows next. And in international news, As the number of COVID-19 cases in Kenya continues to increase, with 18,581 confirmed cases, some citizens in Nairobi have supported President Uhuru Kenyatta's decision to close recreation areas in order to curb the spread of the coronavirus.
Tested positive from a sample size of 4,888 samples. This now brings us to a total of 18,581 persons in a cumulative total of 284,500 tests. 583 out of those people are Kenyans, while 23 are foreigners. 409 are men or female or male, 197 are female. The youngest case is 4-month-old infant, while the oldest is 85 years old. The distribution in counties: Nairobi heads the list at 448, Kiambu 54, Kajiado 25, Mashako 16, Uasin Gishu 11, Nakuru 11, Kericho 9, Busia 7, Mombasa 7, Garissa now 6, Bomet 3, Nyeri 2, Narok, Nandi, Embu, Lamu 1, and Murang'a has also an additional 1. Patients have been discharged from the various hospitals, and therefore they have worked so hard, recovering some 7,908.
A new restricted government comprising of 6 members has been formed in Mali and tasked with solving the country's protracted political crisis. President Ibrahim Abubakar Keita has reappointed Defense Minister Ibrahim Dahiru, Territorial Administration Minister Abubakar Alpha, and Foreign Minister Tiabiel Drain. He also made 3 new appointments, which include lawyer Kasum Tapo as Justice Minister, former Development Bank of Mali Director Abdoulaye Dafe as a Finance Minister, and former Chief of Army Staff Bemba Musa Keita as a Security Minister. National secondary school leaving examinations in Burundi have started, where candidates who pass will be able to join universities. The examinations, which are taking place at 105 centers in the country, will end on 31st of July this year. Before they began their exams, we made sure that all candidates know national examination regulations, and we believe that they will follow them diligently. So far, students are calm and carry on with their exams. Everything is going well. Generally, exams are going on well. All examination centers began their exams between 8:20 a.m. to 9 a.m. The number of candidates is big this year. And that is the end of international news. Business news follows shortly after the break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
We believe that the driver is the customer.
To change the mindset of traditional HR to the digitalization.
Make sure that everybody can get some access to financial services.
And once we understand the vision of our leaders, we then need to be behind them and help them in achieving that vision.
Business have involved mercantile operations, trade guilds, or shared agricultural production, infrastructure, construction, financial sectors, tourism, and mining. Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. Traders in Dodoma have said that commencement of sugar production by local industries has addressed the problem of sugar shortage. However, they urge the government to continue taking stern action against entrepreneurs who violate stipulated market prices. Legal action must be taken against them. If the government has set a certain price, then no one is to go against the directive. As Kilombero Sugar, we have opened the factory since May, and we have produced enough sugar, all packed in different sizes, from 160 grams to 350 grams to 1 kg to 5 grams packs that was launched today in Dodoma. Tanzania Federation of Cooperatives TFC has said the third phase government under retired President Benjamin Mkapa revived cooperatives by coming up with a revolutionary program.
Pale alipoamua kufufua rasmi ushirika hapa nchini.
He reopened cooperative doors in the country, although the arrangement seemed to have failed before. Following introduction of multipartism, cooperatives' activities were revived and was operating on its own.
Chama tawala cha Mapinduzi.
Oil palm farmers at Ilagala village in Kigoma region have urged the government to take stern action against traders who use tempered measurements and to also help them get reliable markets by establishing palm oil processing industries.
In
order for us to manage these modern palm seedlings that we were given, it could have been better for them to set up a processing factory that we could sell palm seeds for good prices. Thus, we are calling on the government to put in place good environment for farmers to have access to loans, agriculture inputs, sell our produce justly, because the problem we face right now is buyers coming with prices that they want and not what farmers want. Traders who comes to buy palm seeds, they don't want to buy in small cans. They want big cans of 25 liters. If a farmer sells in small cans, they will buy in lower prices, causing farmers to incur losses and fail to meet their expectations. And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going to be dragged through the second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters.
Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lynn.
Welcome back, and in sports news. President Dr. John Magufuli has renamed the National Stadium to Mkapa Stadium in honor of the late former President Benjamin William Mkapa. Here's the story.
Mkapa passed away on July 24th after a short illness and was the third president of the East African nation. In his address, the current head of state admitted the late Mkapa loved sports and many wanted the facility he built to be named after him. When he was still alive and at the helm of the country, The Ndanda-born Mkapa promised to build a state-of-the-art stadium before the end of his tenure in 2005, stating it was embarrassing for the country not to have a modern arena.
Mwinyi Zahera has hit out on Luke A. Mahel for the demeaning remarks made against Yanga Sports Club fans, at the same time stating the tactician will struggle to get a $2,000 salary in Europe. Here's more.
The Belgian was fired by the 27-time champions on Monday after calling the fans monkeys and dogs, and the Congolese coach is hurt and angered by the comments. The former Wananchi coach has also commented on the issue of coaching, which the Belgian also commented on. The Belgian commented on the demeaning remarks he made after his team dropped points against Mtibwa Sugar.
Lando Norris has reasserted his commitment to fight racism in the run-up to the British Grand Prix this weekend. The McLaren driver was unequivocal in the belief that he and his colleagues could make a difference in promoting equality.
Also confident drivers will agree to make a collective gesture before the race after their efforts had proved disorganized at the previous two meetings. Norris goes into the British GP, the first of a double-header at Silverstone, in fine form. He's fourth in the World Championship, having taken a podium place at the first round in Austria, denying Lewis Hamilton third lap of the race on his final circuit. At the Syrian GP, which also took place at the Red Bull Ring, he claimed fifth with a brilliant late charge, passing Daniel Ricciardo on the penultimate lap, and both of the Racing Point drivers, Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll, on his final lap. McLaren are third behind Mercedes and Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship.
Chelsea have stepped up their pursuit of Kai Havertz after qualifying for the Champions League opening talks with Bayer Leverkusen over a fee for the midfielder. Here are more details.
Havertz has told Leverkusen that he wants to join Chelsea, who are also looking for a new goalkeeper after Frank Lampard dropped Kepa Arrizabalaga for his side's win over Wolves on Sunday, and all that remains now is for the two clubs to reach an agreement about a price for the 21-year-old. Leverkusen have previously asked for as much as 90 million euros for a player regarded as one of the most gifted talents in Europe, but Chelsea, who have already strengthened their attack with signings of Hakim Ziyech and Timo Werner, are hoping to spend 80 million euros on the Germany international after including add-ons. Negotiations are expected to pick up this week, with Chelsea confident a deal will be struck after securing fourth place by beating Wolves.
And Brighton have completed the signing of midfielder Adam Lallana from Liverpool.
The 2-year-old was out of contract at Liverpool after joining in 2014 from Southampton and returns to the South Coast, having agreed a 3-year contract with the Seagulls. Lallana, who has won 34 senior caps for England, made 22 appearances for Liverpool in all competitions this season. He last appeared for Jurgen Klopp's side in their home win against Bournemouth in March, their last Premier League game before the season was suspended.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.